Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another round 6 this time at Qatar, or if you're American, Qatar. A track featuring 3 sectors, you'd be glad to know. And yes, medium speed corners are the theme of the track. Lots of downforce consideration for this one, but yeah, this is a pretty fun track, especially for qualifying. 1 lap pace is key here. We're going to see a pretty exciting race here today at Tier 1, as it is starting to hot up in the championship. And as you can see in our track guide, long run down to turn 1 from the final corner, long straight here. Soft, medium, hard, as always, the tire choice. You can see the delta difference on screen right now. And without further ado, I think we're going to head to the session, and with that I will introduce my co-commentator for this evening. It is Fedivara. Welcome, Fedivara. Yeah, Christian's been showing some great pace recently, and he seems to be the man to beat. But Tuna, you can't count him out. Noah as well in the mix. Persigelli showing some great speed out there, some great form. And we also have the likes of McKender, not very speedy, ex-champion. Both ex-champions. I'll give a shout out to Kid as well. Jamie makes a return as reserve today in the Alpine. And yeah. Yeah, he's filling in for Billy, who's waiting for his wheel to be fixed. So let's see how Joel does today. He was eager to get out of the commentary box and into the driver's seat. But yeah, he is currently third in the standings, but I think that's about to change. Yep, and Fedivara, we are running with John Wick Wades. Yeah, he's just came out of turn 1, so he's heading into turn 2, sector 1, very fast section. Yeah, so if you want to run us through and the hot lap. Oh dear. Yeah. Yep, Ben, top of the sheets right now. I think we're looking at a low 20 for pole, maybe even 19. And I did hear some intel that Christian was doing 19.9s in practice. So as always, he's a man to beat. Let's have a look at him. Actually, he's out on track in a minute. Hello, Bob, in chat. Greetings and salutations to you too. Who do you think is going to win this one? I think the money on qualifying, it has to be on pole. Pole winner of the past few races, Christian. But as for the race win, it could be anybody's really. Yep, indeed, yeah. We've got Noah out there on a lap. He has to set a time. It looks like he's on a time lap right now. Heading into sector 3. And, yeah, there's a DRS detection point. I just picked it up. Is that actually the speed trap in sector 3, the green part of the map there? But yeah, he is through the final corner. It's so enjoyable to watch drivers as they go through their first run in quali. And Noah is P3, 20.7. But yeah, it's great to see them, you know, whenever the track's at its worst, just trying to find the grip. It really is about finding the limits here at Qatar, and sometimes, as we've seen already, drivers will go over the limit and it will pick up a track invalidation. In the race, if they get 3 of those, that is going to be a time penalty, and I think we're going to see a few of those throughout the race. Yep, and Janab was running with him, and he is invalidated his run. Nobody out there on a lap at the minute. I think Noah's heading into the pits. Speedy might be actually on a lap here. Although he is low on fuel. Oh, we've got Joel on an outlap. We need to watch this. We need to watch this. Well, maybe not the outlap, but I swear my outlaps were like the fastest, I think, of anybody's. Yeah, I just screwed the quality. Yeah, and I did get some information behind the scenes. Christian obviously always seems to be practicing a lot, but I did hear a little bird tell me that Waits, John, aka John Wick, has been putting in a lot of time, and maybe that's indicative of. Yeah, I mean, he's found a lot of form recently. He won the last Tier 2 race, so obviously that's motivated him big time. But yeah, practice pays off in this game, as we are about to watch Joel do his pole run, heading down to turn 1. It's quite a long run. Should give you an idea of what it's going to be like in the race. If you're from pole down to turn 1, it's going to be quite the drive. Very important to get there ahead of your competitors, as Joel using a lot of curb, pushing. Again, a lot of curb. Sector 1, such an enjoyable, flowy part of the track. Then he heads into this more technical section. Flat out, he lifts a little bit, he goes wide, and he's invalidated at lap time. Yeah, actually, hold on, Fede. I'm just having a look at it, chat. Tipsy Bob is saying, "Where is Fede?" So I'm wondering, does that mean I haven't picked you up in Streamlabs? Let me have a look at that. Uh, I think so. Yeah. I don't know what. I didn't change anything. Let me see if I can fix that though. Do. It's yeah. They're saying they just hear me. So let's see if you could talk a little bit. That's not. Yeah, this is awful. I hate this about this game. Like I literally don't touch anything and then it screws up the next. Uh,
It's an issue from the game. I don't know.
yeah, okay. I think we got you. I think we've got you. I think.
Yeah,
Let's have a
do you?
look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's check as I'm watching. So, is it fine right now?
Yeah, I think so. But let me know if you're hearing the game audio now because sometimes you'll hear one.
So, good evening to everyone.
Yeah.
We just
Let-
been speaking for nobody except Chief.
I just been
But
talking to
yeah,
myself. He says yes.
yeah,
I hear the French. There it
yeah,
is.
he's a Frenchman. Yeah, thank you, Chinese. Tipsy Bob. So, yeah, good evening to everyone and welcome to the stream. Thanks to Chief. I've been wasting my words, but yeah.
Yeah, let's do the whole stream again. So, welcome.
Yeah, let's restart quality. But yeah, we just look at Jamie and yeah, he's 21.1, improving not quite a lot, so put himself into P6. And also, yeah, there is Ben, who I think is very fast guy, especially in quali. But I remember a few races where, it didn't convert his quali result into race.
Joel crossed the line in P13, 121.7.
Well,
So,
that's great.
it's not bad. It's not last. As
Yeah,
good.
it's the last, so that's nice way to see things.
Just checking again. Audio levels okay? Are we hearing the game? I'm just concerned that.
Oh, Christian, by the way, 20.1.
Ooh, that is fast. That is very fast. Like I say, I did hear he did a 19.9 in practice, so he can go faster than that. But his competitors and
Yeah,
Ben.
Tristuna was as already validated his lap time,
Oh
so
no! Oh no!
Tuna currently in P17. So I can see how much time remains as I'm just on caution sector 1, so I can see, but I think he has not much time left.
Yeah, and Noah as well, and validated his lap time. He's back into the pits, so yeah, it's getting to the wire. You don't want to leave it too late, do you? All the pressure is on that last lap. And
Yeah, you don't, yeah.
Mercedes are struggling here today. Tilda is invalidated also, but the fastest Italian guy in SLR is currently P14. It's crazy.
Yeah, probably you're forgetting one, but yeah.
I mean, you were pretty fast in quali, I have to say. Yeah.
Thank you, not in the race.
Well, you know, if you got to the end of a race, maybe.
Well, the last few, well, yeah, let's not talk about that, but yeah, just focus on quality. There is Christian who's stopping on track. He's letting the other drivers through, but yeah, I can see how much time remains, so that's quite annoying.
Eversnack says hello in chat. Yeah, Eversnacks, if you hear the audio, just let us know. Are you hearing the game okay? Audio levels okay? Um, and if you want me to mute Feta again, just let me know. I'll do that.
I think
Yeah.
that would be great.
Sound overall is a bit quiet, all except Feta, really. Let's turn you down a
That's
notch.
great. You can hear my voice.
I just turned you up there. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, but we're heading into the final part of quali, the most entertaining part of quali. The final runs with 4 minutes left on the clock. There is some drivers still out there. John Waits is one of them. And Jamie, I think he's on a in lap. He's invalidated whatever lap he's on anyway, and not very speedy. I might actually turn the game up. Yeah, very Bellissimo.
Yeah,
Killed it.
that's Italian.
I asked him what was Italian for yes, and what did he say?
It is
He said oui.
C.
He said oui.
No, we is French, man.
I know. I knew that. I think he was just taking
No,
the
it's
pick
just
there.
C. Yes, C. Can you say that? Yeah.
C. Yeah, I can say C.
Yeah. Great. Great.
I mean, it's not that hard to say C, but
Yeah.
Stromboli.
I don't know.
Stromboli. I didn't know what that means.
Yeah, that's the first. It doesn't mean anything.
It's a place, isn't it? It's a island
Yeah, it's a place. Yeah, Sicily. Yeah.
with a volcano. One day I'll be in Stromboli. Man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Chief, the cartoon naughty in France is called Wee Wee. Waits. Oh, yeah, Waits got P6 here. He has pace for P3, says Snacks. He's been in practice with these guys. He knows what to expect. And yeah, he was my source actually for the Christian 19.9. It is possible. And as I said, that Christian about to come out on track. A lot of drivers coming out on track. We are heading to the final run here. It's going to get very exciting. Help me keep dibs on everybody here is I haven't done a very good job so far of that. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Ben, who's an lap. I think now he's gonna start on his last poly lap for him. So let's see if he can get pole. So now he's starting, just deploying the battery. And let's take a look at first corner. He might get into some traffic maybe from the Alpines and the Williams, but let's see, it's a little bit wide, but quite fast. Oh no, he spun. So that's it for him.
Yeah, that was weird though. That I mean, it looked like he lost the car and then he could have saved it, but he kept pushing and
yeah, that's because I think he broke a little bit too late, and so that he missed the apex. Tried to get early on throttle, and just the car was not following with him.
Yeah, John D is on a lap. He is currently P7, so does have pace in that Haas. John Waits has retired, so he will not be getting that P3. But John D has got some great performances. Podium not too long ago in the Haas, didn't show up last week. But looking
that
pretty
very good.
Yeah, that looked great.
Right
on the limit. Right on the limit. His teammate actually ahead of him. So
yeah, this actually probably gonna be the most important one. Esteban one is basically everything flat out except the last corner. So let's take a look here. Fourth gear. That was very good. He might get into some slipstream from his teammate. That's great for him. So let's see. I think he's improving quite a lot. Yeah, he's improving almost 3 times. It might not be enough, but here, yeah, that's great. But now he might get into a bit of understeer.
Yeah, I mean, that was risky. I mean, and he Valdez.
No, that was
Oh, he's angry.
He's quite
Shakes
angry
the
with
car.
that, yeah.
In
that
rage.
Could have been a great lap. And just look at Christian now. He's into the first sector. He's improving 50 milliseconds. So, yeah. Just extracting the maximum of his car.
Yeah, he does have clear track ahead. I mean, he does have a McLaren ahead, but he's not going to be too worried about that. I did wonder about those Haas. I mean, do you really want to be that close to another car and those fast right-handers?
Yeah, a dirty not really. Not really. Because you can see like in the penultimate corner got a lot of understeer and yet to go on to 7th gear.
Christian is up on his time, just under 1/10. We've got the Mercedes not too far behind actually. So we'll try and keep an eye on those as well. But let's have a look at yes! And that's exactly what we saw from John D in the previous lap. So let's go back to
this other lap. So there is Persegilius going to P2, I think. Yeah, there is no alpha on his lap. Can he get pole? No, we can't.
Yeah, Antonio's about to cross the line here. He's currently P17. He goes up to P4 in the end. It's a 20.6. He joins his teammate. And yeah, Ben splitting up the grid a little bit alongside Persegili. But Christian comes out top for now. Do we have anyone else on a run? I think Eagle might be. No, he is coming off his run. So there we go. That's our... that's the order of the day. The Red Bull V-Corps did not choose to set a lap time once again.
Yeah, for gearbox issues.
And Christian not even needing to dip into the 19s for that lap. Tipsy saying shame Jonty was looking rapid on that lap. I agree on that one. He was really pushing it. Well, I do wonder about that slipstream effort for the fast right-handers. I think it can put you off. Like, whenever I had a teammate, when I raced those many seasons ago, I they would often ask me, "Oh, do you want some slipstream in the quali?" And I'd be like, "No way," because it always threw me. It was like you've got to, you just want clear track ahead of you. You just want to focus on your own
Yeah,
lap.
yeah. Yeah, for example, I remember in China last season where there was, I think it was Atom, he was giving me the slipstream on the first run. And with that, like, I could improve my second and third quality run. So, yeah, yeah, I think sometimes, I'm not one of those guys where, likes the slipstream quality, as I said, because, yeah, I want just, to make my own time without any help. And, I feel like I can improve more than getting led by you slipstream. Maybe just a mental thing, but you know, it's still something. Maybe on the
uh,
last run it was good, but I think for us it was quite a messy, on those fast section because you get so much understeer that you have to downshift the gear then because the understeer is quite massive. So that's also why wait, I don't remember. It asked John T. Yeah, probably that's why John T validated his lap time, and he's also finished. Just so that is he Icewind friend or
I don't know. I don't know. I know John D and Janab are good friends. The reason why they couldn't race last week was because they were having a sleepover together. So that the Haas team are
okay?
taking their team meetings very seriously.
Oh
But
my God, Haas, yeah, yeah.
we've got a comment in chat. Good feeling for the Ferraris this race day. So that would be Kit and Persigelli. So yeah, Kit's
Yeah, like in real life.
yeah, like real no. Per Hamilton.
Because,
Per Hamilton.
yeah, I think he should retire at this point. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, he's in a condition where, he just career getting destroyed. He just, Ferrari, so I don't know. P18 last week on quali.
Yeah, that wasn't good. That was not good. Unfamiliar territory for him. But Leclerc was doing alright, so it made him look pretty bad.
Yeah, but the car is terrible, so I'm not blaming Hamilton for that.
Looking at the tires for this one, we've got two drivers opting for the hards. Noah being the top runner, and then we've got Touge and P15. Touge is a reserve today, but we know he is, from past seasons, he is a bit of a strategist, and could see him in the mix later in the race. But yeah, the top four guys, all in mediums, that's going to do them well in the run into turn one. But the further this race goes on, it will start to favour those hard runners. So Noah might be in a good spot here. If he can stay with Tuna, that would be key for him.
Yeah, we'll see with the strategy. It's gonna be interesting choice for Tuch and Noah with the hearts. I don't really know what's the tire wear on this track because remember the only time I raced this track was the preseason of the last season where we got like chaotic weather, like it was wet and then dry. Yeah, just Eversnack things. I'm still hating him for that, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely no rain in this one today, I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
But yeah, everybody lining up in their grid slots. We're about to get underway, Feta. You're going to take this race start.
Yeah, sure.
I expect incredible things. Lots of
Yeah, like
Italian.
getting crushed. Yeah.
It won't be the first time, that's for sure.
Yeah, you never want to do race starts. Probably you're too lazy for that. I
I,
think,
I,
or
I
too
just
old.
can't keep up with the action. I'm too slow, you know.
Yeah, but it's your mother tongue language. You should keep it.
You leave my
Keep up
mother
with
out
that.
of this, you son of a... Anyway, let's go.
So yeah, let's see who's gonna come at the McLaren of Christian or the Ferrari Perseguili or maybe Ben. So 5 lights, and here we go with Christian, I think, with a quite good start, and Perseguili is right there side by side. Is into the inside. Let's see, is he gonna try the dive bomb? They're very close. The McLaren of Christian and Perseguili, who's that's very, very clean for them. Christian now into the inside of turn 2. So let's see who's gonna come out. They're both pushing the battery, and I think behind it's quite clean. It's been quite clean, just a few banging with the drivers, but I think
Ooh!
Perseguili got the place. That was very great and aggressive for Perseguili. And I think there is also the Williams of Tuna just trying to get the move on Ben, but couldn't quite manage to that. But I think other than that, this time was very clean actually.
Yeah, a big loser though was Noah on those hards. As I say, he struggled into turn 1 and got absolutely swamped. He's now
Yeah,
down in
P14.
P14, yeah. Flash, I'll call him, did drop a few positions as well, had a bit of an issue in Sector 1. But yeah,
Who's
pretty...
that? Flash?
Yeah, Flash. Yeah, Flash, I'm not saying that first word.
Conilleto.
Yeah, that one.
But yeah, there is, wow, Perseguili, what a start from him. You know, I saw at the beginning like Christian did a good start, but you know, Perseguili into the inside and then being aggressive. That was great. But now they're gonna be close, and we're expecting from Tier 1, you know, to get into the DRS train, and the overtaking would be very, very difficult.
Yeah, and I'm on board with Christian. You can see he's running off the track there. Let's see avoid some of the bumps that can
There's
cost the
also the
drivers.
Alpine of John Wick with, I think that's, yeah, the Alpine of Jamie Sawyer, the Williams to John Wick, they're fighting again side by side, but I think John Wick's, yeah, for now, he's just defending his position, even though they're very close.
Yeah, Eagle's getting a move as well. He got up to P9, so guys are trying moves early on, and that's kind of where you want to do it, where everybody's trying to get up to speed. If you can get a position here or there, it will pay off later in the race. But yeah, Perseguili leading the charge into Sector 2, and looking pretty, looking pretty resilient out there. I mean, he went for that move on Christian. There was a slight bit of contact, but he managed to pull off the move, and is currently in P1 now. What a great shot there.
I got an insult saying that John Wick had no force feedback since his game crashed, and plus he didn't get to choose his setup or try strategy.
Oh no, that is
So, yeah.
that's bad. Yeah,
Well,
they're
that's basically me. Yeah, just on.
yeah, that's really
Thompson
interesting
on
to hear.
the
Yeah, because he is one of the driver championship contenders, but also the constructors, him and Tuna. Oh, and look at that, Ben going very wide out of the final corner there. That might have been a track warning.
Christian now is pushing his battery. I think he's gonna try the move. He's very close. Is he gonna get it into the outside of Perseguili? No, it doesn't. Just Perseguili defending very well. And there is, yeah, also Ben trying to put some pressure on Christian on the guy's side.
Yeah, I think Ben might have pushed it a bit too much for the final corner there. Went wide, might have picked up a track warning. We're going to see some track penalties here today for sure.
Yeah, probably that's gonna be a thing. And also with the kind of gaps we see in Tier 1, you know, a 3-second penalty could cost also points, you know.
I'm thinking I'm being roasted in chat, but I can't even... Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with chat, but there's a lot happening on track here. And Christian is eager to get this move done. He's got a lot of ERS in the tank, as does Perseguili though. And I think Ben is keeping up nicely, but yeah, he has to be very aware of those track limits. Those track warnings will add up pretty quickly if you push too hard.
Yeah, especially in this game where the dirtier you feel it a lot compared, to F1 24 or the previous one. So, it's gonna be a thing, especially on those fast corners where you want to get into the power as early as possible, but you can't because the understeer.
Christian fastest lap, that is ominous, and I'm looking at his teammate here, not very speedy, and P10 in the points currently. Looking
he's
pretty...
going for it. Oh, that was very nasty, but I think that was, wow, so aggressive from Christian. What an overtake that was. Oh my, I didn't see that coming. I just thought, yeah, he's gonna crash into Perseguili, but that was great one.
Yeah, it seemed he downloaded the data from the first attempt as Ben going wide again, and that might be another track warning. So if that's right, he's got 2 track warnings right now.
Who's
And
that?
yeah, and as Ben, he's
Ben, so let me check. No, you just on one. On lap
just the
2.
one. Noah has default setup, says Tino.
Oh my god, yeah, that's not gonna be great. But I can tell you that Tuna's got 2 warnings.
Oh my word,
And
okay.
now Ben got 2. Yeah, now he does, Ben.
Yeah, we're gonna see our first penalty coming in pretty soon, I would say, maybe at the end of this lap. See at
Yeah,
least
we're
one
just
driver.
lap 4.
Lap 4 of 29. This is looking pretty good, but look at the pace of Persigelli, or sorry, Christian, as he pulls away from Persigelli. He's got it over 1.1. That is crucial as they head into the final corner, and he will not get DRS. Persigelli and co will not get DRS. This allows Christian to really push as he sets the fastest lap. He used a lot of ERS that lap, however, so if Persigelli also using a lot of all his ERS down that start-finish straight to defend from Ben, and this is going to be key for Christian. If he can have these guys behind him fight for P2, that allows him to escape up the road.
Yeah, that's been wow. The pace of Christian just being mega. Like in a lap, he could extend, the gap on 1.3 seconds right now, 1.4 almost. So you can see how much pace he does, and now he's also recovered some battery. So yeah, just that's great. Or also for the strategy where you can get into the undercut zone, which is very crucial in this kind of pace on this tier. And Respan and Tuna who are, yeah, with full battery. So Persigli now is really under pressure from those guys. And Tilda, yeah, here we go. The first one getting the penalty is currently P19. And nice to mention Joel, he's still there on with the DRS zone. No penalties, no crashes, so doing a great job.
I'm not saying anything. Tuna is in a good spot here, though, I have to say. I mean, he does have those 2 track warnings to contend with, but he is looking pretty pacey here today. And is he going to get a move on Ben? No, Ben also DRS activated and obviously using a bit of ERS to defend any possible move from Tuna from behind. So Waits is looking very pacey also. Actually, a number of drivers here, Jamie and Kit, I noticed in P6 and P7, we do have a yellow flag.
We got contact with Janab. Yeah, Janab, I don't know if he's spun or we got contact maybe with Icewind. Maybe, I don't know. Oh yeah, he lost. Yeah, now he's back to P19. So he's lost, and yeah, that's gonna probably cost him the race.
McKender as well. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, what happened to McKender?
Yeah, just going to say McKender has been making up positions. He is on the back of X-Dorsey now. X-Dorsey out of DRS, so, or sorry, yeah, he's out of DRS range of P10 Speedy. So yeah, McKender, this is an important phase of the race for him. He needs to get that gap under control. He wants to pass Dorsey first and then catch up with Speedy, get on the back of this DRS train all the way to P2, as the gap from P1 to P2 is now opened up to 2 seconds.
Yeah, and also, well, about McKender, we know he's like the tire whisperer of Tier 1. He is very good at, but yeah, just that the thing is, he never does quali, and that's, kind of penalizing because, he always has to start last.
Oh, Jamie's going to go for a move on Waits. It goes for the inside line, and John Waits not fighting that at all. Actually, John Waits going very wide and almost losing the back end, and he will lose another position as Kit says thank you very much. Slips it up the inside and takes P6. So
Janab side on the pit.
Yep.
And Christian 2.2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Persigelli, you really want to be working with these guys behind you, but I don't know if he's in direct communication with Ben. He probably will be in VC with Tuna, though. So if those two can get together, they could work together, try to get that gap under control.
Yeah, I mean, for Persigili, as long as they're not like 2 or 3 tenths behind, it's just they can't really collaborate, because like if he lets, Ben or Tuna pass, they're just gonna lose so much time. But yeah, 2.5 seconds as we're used on this tier where, everyone is within the seconds. it's just crazy to see. I at least for me it was quite unexpected. And Tuna,
Oh no,
oh no,
Tuna.
that's bad. Yeah, 3 seconds of penalty, and Joel 3 seconds as well.
Yeah, so tricky this track, especially when you're in traffic like Tuna is. He's sandwiched between cars, and yeah, there's lots of distractions and dirty air to contend with. He's the highest placed guy to pick up a time penalty, and he needs to be careful because I mean, one time penalty is bad enough, but we're only on lap 8, so he could pick up another penalty or two before this one's out.
Yeah. Also, when is it the pit window? Do you know that or?
I have no clue, but I'm guessing
It,
it's going to be lap 10 onwards, maybe?
yeah, I was about to say that maybe lap from 20 to 12, maybe.
Yeah,
And no ice win 3 seconds.
yeah, I saw that pop up on my screen. I wonder if people in chat, we do have a bunch of tryhards in chat, so let us know about the pit strategy. We're guessing it's medium hard here. Maybe we'll see someone go medium soft, but I don't know. I think softs on this track would go off pretty quickly, overheat, and then you'll just be all over the show.
No, well, yeah, I think no, the softer are not a choice. Oh, and Tuna, yeah, I could see that's a warning probably. So yeah, let's check how it is. Yeah, track limit situation. So Christian is still on 1. Persigili is... Wait, it tells me that Persigili is on 3 warnings, but it doesn't have any penalties.
Yeah, is one of them a collision warning, maybe?
Oh, yeah, probably. Ben is on 2, and yeah, Tuna is on 4.
Tuna's on 4. I just saw him go wide again there. Would have been lucky, did not pick up track warning that time, but yeah, Tuna obviously pushing hard here, but he's very, very close in the back of Ben. And that is very tricky when you're going through sector 3, especially the high speed right-handers. And then you've got that left-hander before the final corner.
Yeah,
That
my question would be, if you were Ben, would you go for the move or would you just wait? Just get into the DRS train, trying the undercut on Persigili. Oh, Persigili, 3 seconds.
Yeah, so that moves Ben up to P2 potentially. So if I was Ben, I would push right now. Yeah, I think this is the moment to strike. He's got a lot of ERS in the tank. So, I mean, ideally he wants to get the move done before the pit stops. Come out ahead in the pit stops and hopefully gain some time there, as we do have
Oh,
a
the
yellow flag.
I did that show. Yeah, that show.
Yeah, and you know, for the real F1, the chance of a safety car is 67% here, but I think in online league racing,
Oh my god.
it's not quite that high. You've got the track. Oh, we've got our first guy pitting. It's John Waits. And XURSA also in the pits, but he retires after a 10-second penalty.
Wait, you really meant 60? Wait, oh my god, 67 or?
Yeah, 67. I looked it up on the F1 website.
Well, you know these 6-7 things? Yeah,
Oh,
you know that.
yeah.
I thought you were. Yeah, I thought you were right. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say
unfortunately I do know about that. It makes absolutely no sense to me.
that. Yeah, but it's fun. It is fun though. Yeah,
Yes.
I thought you were doing that on purpose.
No, no. John Waits comes out P17 then after that pit stop, so he's at a bad end of the first stint, so he's gonna want with all this clear air, he wants to make up a bit of time. And Meepo saying Chief is a youngster, 67.
Yeah, 6-7.
I'm actually 47.
Well, almost 20 years.
20 years, yeah. Can't wait.
So yeah, we got just Christian 4 seconds of a gap with Persigili. So basically, yeah, it's not under threat for an eventual undercut. So,
Oh,
manage the strategy.
so Eagle goes peel into the pits there from P9, I think it was, but he got it really well. He almost got it really wrong going into the pits. Had to lock up the brakes and was going into the pits sideways, but otherwise he's unscathed and he will come out. It looks like P15 maybe. Oh, maybe he's going to come out behind Joel actually, and John Waits, who has pitted already. Yeah, he does indeed.
And just look here at Jam, you can see, they're just stuck in the traffic. There is Perseguili who's kind of managing this cup, and looks like, Ben just can't overtake him. And maybe, so now he's just waiting for the undercut as he's in a good position. He knows that he maybe doesn't have the pace to catch Christian, so he just, playing to get that P2 without risking anything.
Yeah, Jamie and Kit though, they could potentially be fighting for a podium spot here. Currently on course for P3 is Jamie, and he's got great pace here, I have to say. Christian going past the pits, he is not pitting this lap. He's got enough of a gap to not worry. Yeah, Perseguili in the pits. Oh, and that's a lot of a big lock up there into the pits. As Tuna stays out with Christian, Kit stays out as well. And let's see where Perseguili and Co come out.
McKenna P4.
Yeah, McKenna's doing very good there so far.
So let's see where Ben and Perseguili are gonna come out. Wait, first. Oh yeah, that was first. So let's see the gaps. There is Jamie, actually, and Diaz of John 2 were actually very close.
Yeah, the Williams are coming down pretty fast. We know they've already pitted, and actually the Williams just come. Yeah, they come out.
Of Jamie, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so that undercut worked really well for the Williams guys.
Do you think Christian, Tuna, and the others are going to the pit now or next lap?
I think they need to pull the hammer pretty quickly. Although Christian has been known to stay out a few extra laps, he can afford to do so with such a big gap ahead. But he has to be mindful of that undercut. It seems to be pretty big here in Qatar.
Yeah, probably also because the tire wear is quite high, so the undercut is powerful.
Christian coming through the final corner. We will see if he's about to pit, and he does indeed. Peels in. Joel picking up another time penalty as he does so. Christian.
Oh my god, that was Christian. You saw that?
Yeah, sideways, yeah.
That was quite aggressive, yeah.
Tuna in the pits as well. Kit joins him. McKender stays out. Does he? Does McKender stay out? No, McKender pits. Noah stays out actually on these old hards. Touge as well. So Touge and Noah, the only guys who start on hards. We know Noah's had some issues. He's got default setup, and he also had some other. What was the other issue? He had no feedback.
Other 3 seconds. No force feedback from what Meepo said, but I think right now he does. I'm not sure.
And look at this, Tuna coming out behind the Williams. Oh, comes out side by side with Eagle Ghost, but manages to split the Williams. So Tuna currently P7, and the Williams looking pretty good in P6 and P8 right now.
Yeah, Williams doing a great strategy. I'm not sure how it's gonna be with tire deck, but he's looking good so far.
Some interesting gaps though. Look, Perseguili has gained time for those pit stops. He did have a slight undercut on Christian of 1 lap, so that has helped him a little bit, but still that time penalty looms large over his name. And Ben as well. Ben now is not on the back of Perseguili. That could hurt him long term, as we're roughly about halfway point of this race. A couple more laps.
Yeah, the thing is also, Ben might be under pressure of John Wick or Tuna. So that's a good thing for Perseguili actually. And Jamie got 3 seconds of penalty.
Yeah, so a lot of penalties. Already in, 6 guys have penalties out there with 17 drivers on track. I think there's going to be a lot more penalties, especially towards the end of the race where drivers' focus and concentration starts to go. Jamie looking for a move here. He decides to go around the outside of Eagle, or attempt it anyway. Eagle guarding that inside line, and Jamie is on it right now, even with that time penalty. Going for the move here. Not able to pull it off this lap, but I think it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, he's got first start, but that's costing him a few tenths. But they're still quite close. Oh, Eagle goes got 3 second penalty. You can tell by that he's defending very hard. He doesn't want to see the position. Also because he knows that there is. Oh my god, what's happening, Ed?
Yeah, John Waits went into the back of Ben there, just a bit of a love tap, but could
You
have.
said John Waits?
John Waits, yeah. I know
Yeah,
him as
that
John Wick,
makes...
so. Yeah, John. I think this is an issue with the tires getting up to temperature. Obviously, the Williams guys have their tires nice and toasty,
Yeah, but
but
I think Ben made a mistake probably. Wait, what happened you said?
no,
Because...
just under braking, John just tapped him in the back.
Oh, okay, no, because now the gap between Ben and Persegui is... Yeah, got up
Oh
with
yeah, oh yeah.
4.6,
Oh, and
4.7 seconds.
Jamie's going for something here in the final corner, and actually gets a move done on Eagle Ghost. That was ambitious, and you know, Eagle's going to try and come back at him as John Waits or John Wick, aka John Waits, for this one, takes
Yeah.
P5. So yeah, Ben is struggling for some reason. Don't know what's going on in his
Exactly.
car.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Also because behind, there is also Kit and John Tier. Everyone is behind, and there is Eagle Ghost now is, yeah, just under pressure by everyone. Oh my god, you can
Oh, and
just
there's contact
see...
between Kid and John D. I think Kit's car was somewhere he didn't want it to be, and John D had to turn it at
Oh,
some
we got
point.
some side by side, and wow, the overtake of Jamie onto Ben. That was a great overtake from him. Very aggressive, but being fair and clean. So
Yeah,
that
Ben's
was
not liking these
nice to watch.
tires at all, it seems.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're not on temperatures or if it's just struggling.
Yeah, and Ben is potentially in a good spot here for P3, but he can't get too caught up in all this traffic. I mean, look at the gap from Percy Gilly right back to Tuna. It's almost 6 seconds.
Yeah, he just the gap now is quite. Oh, and Tuna got 3 seconds, so I think he's on 6 now.
Yep, he's got 6 seconds.
And Christian getting the fastest lap, and you can see John T getting way better straight line speed and better exit compared to
Oh, it's free wide into turn
Jamie.
one. Oh no, Johnny takes it ahead, but the Ferrari of Kit slipping up there as well. They're exchanging positions left, right, and center here. Who's going to come out ahead? Eagle Ghost for now pips Jaunty into turn two. And yeah, some great racing here, but it's getting very, very tense.
Yeah, because of that, first Sigili and Christian, they can just focus on their own race, and actually Persegui would be on podium when no one teach pit.
Ooh, a McCander slipped it down the inside of Kit there into the heavy braking zone and gets a move done. I mean, yeah, the drivers in this gaggle that don't have time penalties, I mean, they could come out really well here, but they need to negotiate this traffic without losing too much time. Joel picking up another time penalty. I think that's 9 seconds for Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but McKenna isn't afraid, but he does have that time penalty as well. Kit doesn't have a penalty though, so he's just trying to bring it home. He could jump up a good few positions by the end of this race. Jaunty as well, no time penalty. And, John Waits has actually brought himself nicely back into this race. He is currently P6 with no time penalty. Tuna setting the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, it's just gonna be so difficult to overtake, as we knew and we said during quali. It just, so,
Oh,
when you get the DRS from the guy at and the other one is following you, it's you're not gaining anything straight. Also because we know these guys are basically running same front and rear wings, so that's making the overtake even more difficult.
yeah, that's true. And you know what? Ben just pulled into the pits there, and I just saw a message on the bottom of my screen. Ben has entered the session, so he's had a disconnect, and that's why he was losing so much time. His AI has pitted him, and he is effectively out of contention. He was looking good for P3 not too long ago, but that is no longer the case.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
So we
Just look at Noah, who's always spitting right now, Noah. And we got 10 seconds of penalty
Oh
for
my
spinning
word.
into the pit
It
lane.
just goes from worse to worse for Noah.
Oh my god, yeah, I think he might retire, or maybe not. No, he doesn't. Oh, and Joel, well, meanwhile, Joel got 3 second penalty. So I
Yeah.
think it's on 12 seconds.
Yeah, that is That is terrible. I mean, he might end up in the points still.
No, it's on points. No, I'm not sure.
We'll see, we'll see. But look, John D going for the move into turn 1 on John Waits. And they're side by side for turn 1. Who's going to come out ahead? Looks like John Waits is going to get the lead by turn 2. And yeah, he is fighting hard. He is not giving up too much in this battle. And John D falls back to P10. So, I mean, one mistake here and you could lose a bunch of positions. As Noah came out in P7 on the mediums.
Yeah, for that would be such, like, we have to remind that he's on default setup and he's, you know, P7 with default setup and on mediums. So that would have been great, you know, because he didn't have any penalty. But now with the 10 seconds, that's gonna cost him, you know, a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, Feta. And we've only got, like, what is it, 5, 6 drivers that do not have penalties. Christian being the main one out there, he's loving life. He's just doing hot lap mode at the minute. Persigilli full.
You know, he's still pushing. He's going for the fastest lap right now. You can see how much confident he is on this track. He's literally, you know, he's flying, but at the same time, he's not making any mistakes. So, you know, 7.2 seconds, that's a lot. But I can see, you know, compared to other races, probably because that's the kind of track where you get quite big ups, you know, you can see also from the other drivers, they're not really into the DRS zone.
Yeah, we saw John Waits go for a move on Jamie. He's up to P4. And Noah as well making up a move there up to P6. But he does have that huge time penalty to contend with. Yeah, I mean, Kid in P9. Looking pretty good here with no time penalty. If he can bring it home with no time penalty, he should jump up a bunch of positions. Could well,
P7.
Yeah, he could well finish P7, P6 maybe.
Yeah, maybe wait. Let me check the penalties. So well, Noah is on 13 seconds of penalty, so it might be eventually P6.
Yeah, and we can't count out Touge as well. He's currently P11, but he has no time penalty, and he's also on the best tire, medium. He's 10 laps to do in these, so he's got to make them count, and he is looking pretty close on the back of Jonty.
Also, you know, there is John Wick who's very close to Tuna, and Tuna's got 3 seconds. No, wait, he got 6 seconds, I think, of penalty.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
So right now he's into the podium.
And I think we're going to see a move here from Touge on to Jonty. Jonty having to use a lot of ERS to defend us, but Touge having DRS as well. Actually not making a move here. He wasn't able to get the overspeed. And we'll have to sit behind this gaggle of cars, and you can see how close they're running up ahead.
Yeah, just look at the Williams where, you know, basically this race has been about defending from the others and suffering. Oh, and Icewind, yeah, got 3 seconds of penalty, but yeah, just look at the Williams, they're defending, you know, and try to survive.
Yeah, doing a good job. I know John Wicks was struggling at the end of the first stint, but he looks like he's settled down pace-wise. And as you say, he's defending very hard here, and it's working out for him nicely. He's currently P4, but looking at having a shot at the podium with Tuna with a 6-second penalty.
Yeah, but yeah, now we're good. We're into the 21st lap of the race out of 29. So yeah, it's looking. I think now, yeah, the gaps are quite big. So, but we're still seeing this fight between McAndrew and Eagle Ghostus. Now, yeah, McAndrew is pushing. Cunieto Flash got 3-second penalty. And let's see, McAndrew probably is gonna get an easy overtake right now of the Williams or Eagle Ghost. And yeah, there is Kit now right behind Eagle. And Joel, another penalty for him.
Wow. He's collecting all the time penalties.
Gets penalty.
Yeah. I saw a move there from Touge as well on Jonty. I have to say I was very surprised. Touge using ERS and DRS but not having the overspeed. But I think Jonty ran out of ERS to defend, and Touge went down the inside, used that superior grip of those fresh mediums. gets himself up to P10, so effectively he could finish this race in P7 if he's able to clear the Sky Gold cars here and maybe pick up a few other positions. As we know, Noah with that huge time penalty, Noah very close in the back of Jamie actually.
We actually can see what happened to John Wick, like how Noah and Jam, yeah, overtook him.
Oh, John
Oh
Wick
no,
picks
he
up
got 3
penalty.
seconds. Oh no, that's gonna cost him the podium.
Yeah, it's only 4 drivers remain who have not got a time penalty to their name. That just shows you how
Oh, Ben
tricky it
got
is.
3 seconds.
Oh, it's down to 3. 3 remain.
Yeah.
Those could be our driver of the day contenders. As we're seeing a move up ahead, it's Noah on
Yeah.
Jamie. Noah getting that done pretty easily into turn 1. And also
But
Kit.
yeah, if not, didn't have the 10-second penalty, that would be like a hell of a drive. You know, it's P4 with a default setup, and I mean, and Joel 3 seconds, but yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, Eagle Ghost got 2 overtakes done on him that last lap, or that last sector into turn 1. Touge and Kit both getting by. Kit up to P8, so if we do a quick maths, execution, let's see, P5 maybe he's sitting right now with time penalties.
Who? Kit?
Kit, yeah, he's no time penalty, but everyone ahead of him does.
Check. So penalties, no, actually now P6. Oh yeah, well there is Noah, so yeah, P5. But there is also, well, Jamie and so the gap is now, I think he might get P6 or yeah, P6 right now.
Yeah, and we can't forget
Yeah.
about Touge as well. He's on these fresh mediums, and he is about to try and move
Yeah.
on Kid into turn 1. I think he'll get the move done way before they get there. He pulls out, makes it look easy, pulls alongside into turn 1. He will use that superior grip to hold that position, and he's gonna, like, I mean, at this point Touge is on the best laps, best tire, so any delta he can make up on the guys ahead, he might pick up another position or two. All these time penalties.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. But I'm just, yeah, well, Christian Motor Racing, but yeah, just look at the race. You know, we got 6 laps to go. Who is your driver of the day? Your main driver of the day?
I don't know, but I think these 3 driver, well, Touge and Kid especially, not getting a time penalty, that is huge. And I really think Touge here, he's closing up in the back of McKender, should get DRS off McKender, and may pick up another position or two. So I'm thinking right now.
Imagine if Tish might get podium. Well, it's gonna be very difficult, but you know, 6 laps to go. He's on fresh mediums, so who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, he's quite the driver, is Touge. Very good with his strategy, and he's looking so far like he's making this one pay off. Joel, another time penalty. Wow.
Yeah, Joel, is the penalty of the day. Oh my god, yeah. Wait, how many penalties does he have? How many seconds? Let me check. So he's got 21 seconds of penalty.
Interesting, yeah. But what's the max? Like 20 or 30 or something? Is it?
Yeah, I think it is 30, yeah. I suppose it is, yeah.
Interestingly, Touge is not closing up here. He's tantalizingly close to McKender's DRS, and
yeah, well, now he's 31 seconds. He's gonna, I think he's gonna retire. I don't know.
He might go for the sauce. Might go for a wee.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I think maybe his qualification is 40 seconds then, 50. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Touge is crucially on the back of McKenna right now. He's got that gap down to 0.9, so we'll get DRS on the next lap, the start finish rate, and I think that can gain you about 3, 4, or 5 tenths.
Yeah, I mean, on this kind of track, I don't know, but Tuge also does not have so much battery as he would lag, so I think it's gonna be quite difficult to overtake. Well, we can see how much he's gaining right now, and he gained basically to 10.5, 3. So yeah, you're not really gaining a lot, but I think yeah, you can see here like the kind of traction he does have compared to McAnder.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out. Maybe you can help me with this, Veta. Who is going to get that final podium spot? Looks like Christian's going to be P1, particularly P2, but who's going to get P3? Is it Jamie right now?
Well, let me check with the penalty. So, uh, well, Jamie is gonna be quite difficult. But wait, Tuna's got 6 seconds. So yeah, he's actually looking great for podium. So if he can overtake, Noah quite easily, just the things, the thing he needs to do is just to manage the gap with Tuna, and he gets the podium. I think for Juji it's gonna be quite difficult, if not impossible. So yeah, no, actually Jamie is looking great for a podium.
Yeah, and I just saw Icewind going off track there, big time for the fast right-handers.
Yeah, Icewind is with 18 seconds of penalty.
Nice. Okay, so he's exploring the track. As we see Jamie and Noah switch position into turn 1.
And Huge, by the way, getting the overtake on McAnder.
Oh, right, okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good for Touche. So he's, yeah, I mean, is he on for a possible podium? Touche?
I think it's gonna be so difficult, but it depends. I mean, he has to recover 3.5 seconds to Noah trying the overtake, and I think it's gonna be quite impossible for him. And yeah, it's another 3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, one thing in favour of Touche is he does have another opportunity at DRS here. He's on the back of Wits, and he will get that DRS all the way down to start finish rate again. Needs to get a move done on Wits pretty quickly, though. He can't afford to be held up too much. And as we saw previously, in previous battles, John Wits is not going to roll over. Although Touche on these fresher...
Yeah, also because, he has McAnder behind him who's got penalties, so he wants, to have a car between them.
Yeah, and I think that chance of P3 for Touche is starting to slip away. The gap from John Wits to the guy ahead is 4 seconds, so
yeah, I think also John Wick's got enough battery to defend.
Oh, it's gonna be close.
Is he gonna try the time bomb here? No, it doesn't. It was quite far away, but let's see, maybe here getting a better start. But also you have to consider now, the mediums are not gonna be as powerful as they were before.
Yeah, and the closer he gets to John Wits, the more dirty areas he's going to experience as he tries to follow through these medium speed corners. And he, of course, can't afford to pick up a time penalty, so he can't push it too much.
Yeah, you can see here, by the way, like on the low speed corners, how much he's gaining, especially on braking, he's way more confident this time, and Joel at the 3 seconds of penalty. And yeah, Teach right now might be a little bit frustrated, but yeah, for the podium probably it's gonna be impossible. I think he will have to be happy for a P5.
Yeah, and there is a battle as well for P9 on track. Oh, there we go.
Penalty, so
Oh,
yeah,
another time penalty.
Seconds.
Yeah, I think that's going to rule him out of any chance of points here. But Kid in P9 looking pretty good. He does have Eagle Ghost, John D, and Icewind behind him right now. But if he can bring it home, as is, he will pick up 1 or 2 spots. So it could be P7 for him. As we are seeing a move from Noah on Jamie. And yeah.
TH on John Wick.
Oh yeah, plenty of moves going on in the penultimate lap of this race. Yeah, John Witt's done this inside of McAnder. Gets that move done. That would feel pretty good for John Wits to make a move on the likes of McAnder, who, as we know, is very, very fast. John Wits obviously having a lot of pace at this track. He, like I said at the start of the stream, has been putting in a lot of work behind the scenes, doing a lot of practice, and it's paying off for John Wits in Tier 1 representing.
Yeah. And also Christian 11.6 seconds.
Yeah, he's checked
to
out.
P2. That's crazy.
He's about
Thinking
to
that
lap
tier
Joel.
one.
He's about to lap Joel.
Yeah, well, yep.
What a honor it is for Christian heading on to the
The lap
last
Joel.
lap. Yeah, and he saved up a lot of ERS here as well, so he's probably going to go for a fastest lap here, but on these old tires that might be a big ask. And yeah, let's run with him through turn one. He can afford to take it easy, but he's still pushing all the way here. See a blip of the ERS there, and yeah, I think by the end of this lap, I'd be very surprised if Joel doesn't get lapped. But there is some battling going on ahead behind. It's Jamie and Noah exchanging positions once again. We also have McKender very close on the back of John Waits. He goes around the outside and gets moved on finally for McKender, and he's up to P7. And this is it.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
not
looking.
really
Yeah,
much opportunity to pass from this point onwards. As Tuna picks
there's
up another time
2
penalty,
seconds.
that is pretty. That's pretty big. That's 9 seconds that Tuna has. John
Oh, John
Waits
with
as
3
well.
seconds.
Oh
Yeah.
my word.
Oh, McAnder, what's happening?
Oh my word. This is going to be
Oh my
huge
God,
because yeah, there's going to be a lot of guys here who are going to pick up some positions, and I'm looking at Touge and Kit in particular. But let's have a look at Christian as he makes his way through the final set of corners. Joel did avoid somehow, some way, did manage to avoid getting lapped in this race. So driver of the day, possibly Joel. Oh,
oh,
and
Christian.
Christian's
That
back
was.
end. Whoa, very loose.
Yeah, and Christian wins the Qatar Grand Prix. What a dominating race for him. That was, yeah, just, everything he had to do, he did it. He made the overtake on Persigili, who finishes in P2 with 3 second penalty. And Tuna, let's see who's gonna get podium. So probably he's gonna be Jamie with the Alpine. He's our third driver, and he's back into the podium on SLR Tier 1. And let's see, we got P4 for Tuch. That's a great. That was a great recover for him. And we got Tuna P5, Kit P6, McAnder 7th, John Wick D. Williams, respectively, in P8 and P9, and then John T. finishing, into P10 with a Haas. And then, yeah, we got Noah. What an unlucky race for him. It was doing great, but with the 10 seconds of penalty, it costed him a lot.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at chat, catching up. We've got Crawley Voice asking the commentators, do you think Christian and Speedy would be a better fit in real life McLaren than Norris and Piastri? And why yes?
Well, probably they do as, they're not quite close, I would say, and also they're making their own strategy. They're not following any, kind of messy and stupid rule. So, yeah, they would be much better, I think.
Interesting, there we go. Great race from the guys there. Yeah, it seemed to be a battle against the track limits, really, in the end. But Christian with
Yeah,
no track limits. Well, we don't know about track limits, but no track penalty, which is key for him. Takes the win once again. I think it's 3 in a row now, maybe 4. Starting to lose count. Persigili P2 in the end on the Ferrari. And his teammate Kit finishing P6, so great points for Ferrari today. Mercedes not doing so well, so the constructors might look a wee bit different after this one.
yeah. But for driver of the day, we go with Christian, Tuch, and Kit.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, yeah.
Great. No need to ask.
I
Okay.
definitely
So,
want an interview with Joel after this one, though. Incredible
yeah,
drive.
every really, yeah, that was incredible. So we said Tuch, Kit, and Christian.
Right,
So yeah.
right.
So who we got into interview? Nobody. So that's it for today. Now we'll be waiting probably for Christian. I don't know.
I'm gonna bring in Joel. Just yoink him
Yeah.
in. The man of the moment, Joel. You're in the commentator's booth. We just wanted to ask you, what an incredible drive from you today. That last lap was something you'll look back on for years to come, tell your grandchildren about. I mean, you didn't get lapped by Christian. Like, how does that
Oh
feel?
yeah, nah, it was amazing. I mean, I want to say thanks to all the people who have supported me. At least I won something, right? I got the most penalties. So.
Yeah, in fact, you got the penalties of the day. That's your
Exactly. No,
yeah.
but in all seriousness, I'm pretty happy with that. Well, no, that sounds stupid.
Wait, really?
I'm happy with my pace, not with the outcome. So, like in quali, I was only half a tenth off Yanab and like 3/10 off Speedy. I'm pretty happy with that. In the race, obviously, it was going perfectly fine until I span behind. I think it was, I can't remember, an Alpine or something. And then I just didn't really pay much attention from then on. So there you go. But I do see a way where I can be like lower midfield competitive if I don't get 37 seconds penalties and don't spin every race. But yeah.
Just talk us through that last lap though. That was incredible. I mean, you had the McLaren of Christian behind you.
I know I beat him.
Yeah. I mean, it's clearly you'll see it on stream as well. It was incredible. I did say at the start of that lap that you would be lapped by the end of this lap, and you didn't.
Yeah,
That
and
is
actually, Chief started crying. That's the thing.
yeah.
I
Like,
think
it
it
was
was
so
being nice,
emotional.
to be fair.
Hey,
But
me be nice. No.
no, I mean Christian.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's probably going a bit slower. He was
Yeah.
probably lifting off on the straights and everything.
Yeah, his last lap was 20 seconds down on his previous one.
On the
Anyway,
interview people that actually matter.
yeah, we're gonna move on to that. I just want to ask you though, you're taking up Bailey's seat while he is out of action at the minute. So are we gonna see you in the next race?
I don't know. It's not up to me, is it?
Well,
It's
the
up to
next race,
Bailey.
Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah, I'm great at that track.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so.
No, but seriously, with this pace, I would have absolutely thrashed everyone in tier 2. So watch out for my comeback.
Wow,
Ooh,
incredible.
No, I wouldn't.
that's a serious
I mean,
statement.
Waits was about 5/10 quicker than me, so but you know what I mean.
No.
Long live,
Well, that's quite a statement.
long live Federico.
No,
Right.
but yeah, well, I mean, as I always been saying, that your pace, I think overall, a pure pace is quite good. It's just that you tend to get penalty or crash, which
Yeah,
is
well, this race is an anomaly. I've never got that many penalties in my life. You know what it reminds me of? HTAR Season 1 Canada. I think Chief and Icewind were commentating on that. And there was this driver called Bogdan. And he came across the final chicane and he got a warning. And that meant he had enough penalties so that he was disqualified in the final corner of the final
oh
lap.
my god.
I was like, I seriously hope this doesn't happen to me.
Well, you
But
did it,
yeah,
Joel. You
are
did
you
it.
are you are you racing tomorrow or?
No, I'm. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
no, yeah, no, I am out. I'm out tomorrow, so I can't race.
So we'll see you probably next week then.
Yep.
Yep. So thank you for joining the interview and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Alrighty.
So who you gonna bring? Christian?
Yeah, let's go for Christian. Yeah, the man of the moment. Another race win for the McLaren driver. Is you starting to get used to this here? I mean, the McLaren domination is boring the fans. I mean, you had 20-second gap to Percy Kelly at one point. How was that? Like, once you got in the lead of that race, do you feel you just had it all under control?
Well, I got I got a very much Christian start with just wheel spinning in second gear all the way up through third, and throwing a position into turn one, and then I knew I didn't know how much quicker I was, but I knew I was a little bit quicker because I was right up his ass the 2 laps or whatever it was. When I finally did get past him, I pulled out of DRS pretty quick, and then it was a battle against track limits from there on, I guess, which I didn't win very much. Yeah.
We had Joel in there just before you. Obviously, you want to talk to him first because of that incredible last lap showdown with yourself. I mean, what was it like racing the likes of Joel? He was just ahead of you. You could have lapped him if you wanted to, but you weren't able to do it. You weren't able to pull it off.
He just had some esports pace there. I
Yeah,
just couldn't get close. I
I
mean,
thought so.
that plank's got to be checked for sure. Cause damn, that's some pace. Aye.
We checking. Uh, Yeah, so I mean, very dominant last few races from you. I mean, once you get the lead, it seems you can just stretch your legs at the front. I mean, is it just the case that these tracks are suiting you, or is it part of your kind of like practice routine? You're just finding a lot of pace in practice, or is it, I don't know, PEDs, performance enhancing drugs?
uh, well, um,
Tourist
the
Topic.
I just,
the
you gotta ask the hard questions, you know.
this track is the only track so far that I've actually enjoyed driving. If the 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 first, I don't know how many races we've done, I've hated my life basically, but somehow still pulled it off. And for yeah, I just enjoy Qatar. I found out just now. uh, it's just it's just so fun to drive. I mean, even though track limits is a absolute nightmare, it's still the best track I've driven so far this year. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
it's perfect.
and it represents the halfway point of the season. Now we're heading into the second half. Abu Dhabi on the 10th of December. A lot of
Eek.
interesting tracks coming up: Canada, Imola, Silverstone, Singapore, Brazil. How do these tracks suit you? Are they? Are you feeling pretty good about the second half of the season?
Absolutely not. The only track I uh that the English, I don't know what it's called. The only track that I'm excited to drive is Imola, I guess. Every other track is please get out of my face track. So yeah.
Okay, well, you'd be glad to know you did get nominated for Driver of the Day for this one. But the race win, I'm sure that's the best thing you can take away from this one. Obviously, it helps out with the points of the championship, both the constructors and the drivers, which you are leading by quite a considerable margin. So congrats on that. So yeah, enjoy the. There's no break. There's no half season break, but enjoy the week.
Thank
We
you very, very much.
Yeah, and we will speak to you soon, Christian, no doubt.
Bye bye.
Thank you, thank you. Bye.
Right. All right.
All right, let's get quick with this interview, Chief.
Okay, you go for it. Who do we get next?
Hello, Jamie. 3 words of your race.
3 words.
Yeah.
That's two.
Fan bloody tastic.
Okay, thank you. See it. No, well, so I was, no, I would say welcome back to the podium.
Yes, it's been a long time.
So, how was it? Especially, like, I'm interested to see how difficult it was with the track limits because we saw there were plenty of them. So, how you managed to keep them onto just 3 seconds? I would say.
Well, it was the getting them in general was annoying. It was I'd only get them because of being in non-ERS and turning into the corner and being slower than I'd done in practice. That was
Yeah.
frustrating. It would be the inside of a corner every time. But yeah, no, it's fine. Well, I don't know. I didn't get many in practice either, to be fair. Yeah, keep it in the white lines.
Yeah, that's great strategy, I would say. Yeah, well, are you still planning to race also in the next few weeks, or?
I can do every other week because every other Wednesday I'm at work. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So we're not gonna see you next week, or?
No, not next week. But what's the track?
Canada.
Well, Abu
Bloody,
Dhabi, you're not missing anything, I think.
bloody
I mean,
Canada.
yeah,
I'll be
Canada.
here
Well,
for Canada.
is it a
I'm
good
so
one for you?
Oh no, I hate Canada. I don't
I
like
think.
Silverstone. I miss Singapore, which is a shame. But I'm here for Brazil, so woo.
Okay, but well, we're gonna see in Canada. But yeah, well, honestly, I think just snacks likes Canada probably.
Yeah.
So that's why you picked that, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's why. But yeah, you're looking for more Canada. Then I know you don't like the track, but we might see another good result from you.
Yeah, hopefully, I'm hopefully gonna maybe potentially sabotage the McLaren drivers by giving them the worst setup in the world as well. Maybe make it interesting, because this guy at the front, boring the fans, I think, or at least boring
Yeah,
me.
I'm just a little bit tired to see McLaren dominance, but I think that's life probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, life full of Ferrari and McLaren dominance, depression at these peaks. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the Alpine, you brought the French flag
Yeah, look,
on the podium, so
it's the second best car in the game, so
yeah, but not in real life.
no,
I'm
no, very
afraid.
far from it. Oh
Yeah.
my.
So are you planning to replace Colapinto or?
I probably could do a better job than him as long as I
Yeah.
can use a pad. Don't
Yeah,
give me a wheel and pedals. The wall would be my best friend.
great. But yeah, Chief, do you have any question for Jamie?
No, just GG on that race, P3 and end. I mean, I was going to ask what like with the time penalties, it made it very kind of unclear who was going to get that podium. At what point did you realize that you're on for a podium, or did you not know until you passed the checkered flag?
Well, well, I knew I was on for the podium. I was definitely on for it until Noah, towards the end, snuck past me, and then he tried the Checo Perez tactic of Abu Dhabi. I
No.
bumped into his rear a couple of times
Oh
because,
dear.
yeah, I should have known. I was so zoned in, I just didn't notice it was the second Merc that was in my way. I knew it was Noah, and I couldn't. I didn't even know it was P3. I was, yeah, I thought it could have been Perseguila. I saw him at one point on the top left. But yeah, the Finnish teamwork, fair enough, in it.
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah, congrats on the end podium and your I think this is your first race in Tier 1 this season? Second.
Second.
Yeah, looking good in Qatar, Jamie, I have to say. So look forward to seeing how you do in Canada. Expect great things.
I don't.
Yeah.
We'll give it a go. Now I might get more
Yep.
than 3 seconds there. We will see.
Yeah, I hate those chickens. Those
Well, you're
chickens.
not gonna get worse than Joel, I think. So, 37 seconds, I think that's quite an achievement.
Did he get that today?
Yeah, 37. So,
Did he get DSQ'd?
no, he didn't. No, actually
Oh,
not.
the game took pity on him, I
I
guess.
don't know. I have no idea, but just to let you know, if you want to beat him, you really need to push harder.
Okay,
I think.
fair enough. Fair enough.
So, so yeah, but yeah, thank you for joining the interview, Jamie,
No
and
worries.
congrats again for the
Thank
podium.
you very
And
much.
see you in 2 weeks' time then.
Goodbye. Ciao.
Yeah, bye bye.
Right, I'm with
Okay, so
one last guy
yep.
to interview. It's Kit. He finished P6. He started P7, so making up one position. But it was hard work out there today. I mean, there was a lot of gaggles and a lot of battling throughout the race for you. Were you really conscious of the fact that you were running with no time penalty, whereas pretty much everybody around you had one?
I knew going into this race, if I just kept my nose clean, I could gain some positions by just not getting a time penalty. So yes, I was very conscious about that. I was on my last warning as well, so I don't know if you were on board with me, but I did go off the track
The whole race.
a couple of times, and then I just lifted massively just to avoid a penalty, going back on the track.
Yeah.
So yes, I was very conscious.
Yeah, well, it worked out in the end, P6. But yeah, like we did see a lot of battling from you with the likes of John Wick, McKender. I mean, pretty much the whole race. You had people around you trying to fight you. So, I mean, was that another kind of thing you had to be wary of? Is like just not losing too much time with all that battling?
Relatively to other people around me, I think I ran quite low wings. Just because the only real overtaking spot around this track is the main straight. So I wasn't that worried. I just wanted to with the most utmost respect to the other drivers, I just wanted everyone to just stay in their lane and behave, not go for ridiculous dive bombs and whatnot. And well, some people did. I'm not going to mention them by name. Or think it was a bit over the limit, or a bit uh, controversial. But yeah, I mean, the result of that is losing the DRS train, which is like a running gag for me this season. Is someone else's mishap makes me lose the DRS train, and you know how it is in any F1 game. As soon as you lose the DRS, it's pretty much
Yeah.
recovery since from there.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the constructors right now. Obviously, Mercedes didn't have the best day out there today, so looks like you've reined them in by 16 points, which is quite big. They still are leading by a good gap. But that must be that must motivate you. For the next, well, for the second half of the season, it is potentially doable that you guys could win the constructors, and I have to say, Persigeli, very strong teammate. You're bringing in the points consistently yourself, so that must be a pretty big motivating factor heading into the second half.
Uh, yeah, I mean, sort of putting ourselves into a realistic mindset. Mercedes has just been capitalizing on others' mistake, and obviously I have good pace to back it up as well. No and Tuna are obviously unreal drivers in this tier as well, constantly fighting in the top 5. So the only way I could realistically challenge one of them is if one of them make a mistake or get time penalty, or overall I just feel really good around the track. But I don't know, just trying to do best from race to race, and maybe put some more pride into Ferrari fans, such as your co-commentator here. Yeah, it's the we're not gonna end the season like Ferrari is ending the season. Gotta
Yeah,
finish strong.
yeah. I mean that wouldn't be hard to do better than them in Qatar. That was
Yeah.
pretty
Do you want to
woeful.
know a fun fact?
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz got 8 million a year for being a Ferrari driver. 8, right? And he has got bagged more podiums than Sir Lewis Hamilton, who is getting 80 million a year from Ferrari.
That's crazy.
I would be quite pissed if I was a Ferrari shareholder. Well, that's a fun fact. I can assure you I don't earn anywhere near that in this Ferrari team.
80 million, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a year. Fed is like, yeah, it hurts.
That's 10 million for each title he won. That's crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, hope the race was exciting for you guys. But
Yeah, as
that was
always, yeah. Tier 1 was great. Once again, delivered. But yeah, Kit, thanks very much. You're one of our driver of the day contenders, so
oh, really?
this,
Just a quick question.
yeah.
Did you see the graphic today?
Yeah.
I did the free sector thingy.
No way, I
The
didn't
graphic.
I didn't actually see that, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'll,
have
I'll
to
need
look
to
back.
I'll watch it back, yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, just putting a lot of work and commitment, and yeah, just get recognized by Chief, who is also the head of this league. Yeah, I know, that's it.
I
He's
know, in Mexico he had the mariachi band in the theme tune, I missed that as well.
Yeah, look, I'm putting effort into these things, okay?
Incredible.
So,
yeah, like he's gonna recover the whole screen with the sector times. So, he can.
just watch
Hey,
for Abu Dhabi. Just watch for
yeah,
Abu Dhabi.
yeah, we just look at the sectors, so we can see how
Yeah,
cool it is.
perhaps. Anyways, you guys have a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cheers
thank
for
you.
the interview.
Bye bye.
Catch you later.
Cheers.
And that's it for another week in Tier 1. Feta, it's been a pleasure doing comms with you, and
Yeah, same for me.
maybe see you back in the booth sometime soon. There is a vacancy
Yeah, sure.
for the Tier 1 comms with myself, as Joel has abandoned me to do incredible performances like we saw today. So it was well worth yeah, missing out on comms. I think he's just doing it to avoid doing commentary with me. He's like, I'll do anything. I'll even race in tier 1.
Yeah, but commentate with you, yeah. It might
Yeah.
be the reason, I don't know. No, but I enjoyed commentating with you, Chief.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure. Yeah, tier 1 always delivers, and it delivered once again today. Christian dominating tier 1. Is he too fast for this tier? Do we have to do a tier 0? I'm looking in the chat, and yeah, Kid has indeed highlighted that there is free sectors at Qatar. And on that note, I'm going to end the stream. Thanks very much for watching, and ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you soon. Tier 2 tomorrow, 2000 CET. That should be a good one. That's starting to heat up nicely as well. And yeah, Feta, sign us
Yep.
out. What's the Italian for good night?
Buonanotte. It is.
Yeah, what he said.